So I'm back at the Tower of London and they're doing Tales of the Beast, a storybook adventure. For over 600 years the Tower of London was home to the Royal Menagerie. English kings and queens were given animals as gifts by foreign rulers. These animals would have inspired awe and wonder. In 1235 King Henry III was gifted 3 lions which were kept at the Tower. 3 lions have been used as royal symbols since about 1200. In storybooks, animals often represent our emotions and virtues: a dove for peace, a lion for courage, a fox for cunning, an elephant for wisdom. Which of these animals would you represent? So we've got your elephant here. We're going to go to where the poppies was earlier, where there's more of the storybook. There's a tour that's just started. So it's the royal procession, Queen Elizabeth I is crowned. So we're just going to have a little wander around. I might actually go in the White Tower, or I might go over to the Menagerie first, and then the White Tower. Just show you, these are private quarters, and look, they've got their gnomes out. And their frogs, their Christmas gnomes. So it's just going to be a quick little tour again today. Thought I'd come, I'll probably come here again before Christmas is out. And maybe come a bit later to see the trees all lit up. Got a little manger there. I'm going to go over to where the animals are kept, or used to be kept. So that's where I'm going to go to. It's just around there. There's plenty to see. And you could do it all in a day, but if you wanted to do all the different things, you'll probably come back a couple of times. So we're just going to come here. And I'll turn the camera. So this is a nice Christmas tree. I like the dragons. You've got your baboons. So I'm going to where the Royal Beast exhibition is, and then up the stairs. So the Royal Beast exhibition is still this way. And so you can see the baboons again. So we're going to the Royal Beast exhibition. We've got one guy up there. This is a Royal Beast exhibition. Lions are the most important royal beasts at the Tower and were kept here for 600 years. The enclosure where all the animals lived was called Lion Tower. So you can press the button. And it gives you different information. So the first record of lions at the Tower was in 1210. In 1816, a grizzly bear was called Martin, is given by Hudson Bay Company to the King. It's the first grizzly seen in England. 1832, after several attacks, the royal beasts are sent to London Zoo in Regent's Park. The keeper, Alfred Copps, continues to show his animals at the Tower for another 3 years. So, many of the animals in the Tower had come to London from far away. They had endured long journeys across the sea. Lioness, 3 young lions, vulture, leopard, 2 tigers, panther, eagle, 8, porcupine, raccoon and war wolverine. This looks like a vulture. I think I might be farting in there. I'll just do this little bit of history here. So the royal beast, for over 600 years, wild and exotic animals were kept at the Tower of London. This is like you would marvel at these extraordinary beasts. King Henry III's polar bear was tied to a long rope so it could go fishing in the Thames. Snakes were wrapped in blankets and kept on a stove to keep them warm. King James I designed a nipple so a sick lion cubs at London. So Henry III's polar bear was tied to a long rope so it could go fishing in the Thames. Snakes were wrapped in the blankets and kept on a stove to keep warm. King James I designed a nipple so sick lion cubs at Tower could be bottle fed. Uncaged monkeys lived in a room where visitors could walk among them. It was shut down after a monkey attacked a boy. A Tower ostrich died after swallowing a large snail. Visitors fed it pieces of metal, believing ostriches ate iron. The artist Edwin Landseer, who later designed the lion sculptures in Trafalgar Square, drew live lions at the Tower. The last royal beast left the Tower in 1832 for the new London Zoo. So we're going to keep going. This is Constable Tower, London. So I'm going to go upstairs, have a look here. I can't go up far, but let's have a little look. We've got your little window there.
See if there isn't anything.
There you go. Now go down into the room. There's plenty to see. And this is just a flying visit. I will do another visit again if I just come here for a couple of hours and see what they're doing for Christmas. Let's try about the war and how it served in the war. I came and see the poppies, but from the outside, not inside. But it was a sight to see, seeing all these ceramic poppies. And there's some of the poppies. That's it. Go to the Crown Jewels. You can't film or photograph in there. So I'm going to go see them. I said you can't film or photograph in now. So it's the only part of the tower you can't film or photograph in. So these are the doors to the Crown Jewels. Nothing's getting through them, safe doors. Look how thick they are. So I done the Crown Jewels again. There was a bit more open this time that wasn't there before, like some ceremonial robes and stuff. So I see that. 3:15. And the clock's just chimed. Got a couple more yeomen now. And I'm going to the Fusiliers Museum now. Just started to rain a little bit. I'm going to go and have a look in the museum here. In this room you have all the medals, the regimental medals, and you can even open the drawers to see more medals. Every drawer has got medals in and who they belong to. And these are the feces. That one there with a VC cross. So these are the, and then these are the other medals they won. So these are all Victoria Cross holders, and then these are the Victoria Cross holders with their other medals.
I have one umbrella.
So this is a silver wine cooler. King George V. Donald Duck mascot of the 9th Battalion Royal Fusiliers. Poor old Donald Duck.
Moi, ma mère, elle sait que c'était comme ça quand vous étiez quand j'étais petite. J'ai eu vraiment très longtemps.
I'm going to go do the White Tower now while I'm here. It started to rain a little bit and my microphone, the battery died because I didn't charge it from yesterday. I thought it had enough charge. So I'm going to go and have a look at the White Tower. This lovely cannon here. So come into the White Tower. Couple of ravens up top. Just turn the camera around so you can see. So, gonna carry on going up to the White Tower. There's the couple of ravens and a little. So I'm now in the White Tower. So there's some portraits of people. So this is from Norman Fortress and Palace to Armoury and Museum. So these are people that have stayed here. Samuel Pepys, Yeovil de Roquefort, Francis Duke of Lorraine, Phyllis Wheatley, William Hutton, Ibrahim Pasha and Empress Eugenie, and the dates they was here. So the Tower of London Horse Armoury, what we're going to come and have a look at.
Oh wow, look at this.
Henry VIII. Henry VIII's armour again. And
Oh yeah, if you're sitting down.
King Henry VIII's armour, 1540. I think he's posting a little bit there with his codpiece.
I want to make sure.
The Lost Prince, Prince Henry. And King Charles I armour. I might make a little bit of bed knobs and broomsticks. Well, I can recognise some of those faces. Collar of Torment. I like the little dragon on the helmet, and on his helmet itself is a dragon's head. So the dwarf and the giant. So more to see. And up the stairs we go. Garderobe. So up we go into the White Tower further. Get a nice bird's eye view of the horses from here. And on we go. Almost there. So let's try. So the Lumley Horseman. The Norman garderobe. The great stairs. These are the main stairs inside the White Tower. So we'll be going to them later. A Norman fireplace. So we're now going to St John's Chapel. So the tower is a lot bigger once you're inside it. It's really quite big. Royal Arms and Armoury. So the Elizabethans. You got your swords there, George VI, George V, Edward VII. They've got all that owns the swords there. This is quite a nice saddle. Like that dragon, he's quite nice. Arms and art. Weapons as wallpaper. Quite cleverly done. So his claws are guns. It's quite clever how they made him. Rifles for his wings. Well, it's cannon now. Chainmail helmets. It's quite cleverly done how they made him. Board of Ordnance. Executioner's mask is number 2. Why has he got a really sort of crooked grin? Quite menacing. So this is a replica of the crown jewels, the anointing spoon and bird. Thrown out in the storehouse. Look at the damage of that cannon. In 1974, a bomb placed here exploded, killing 1 and injuring 35 others. There we go. I'm just going to have a little look around. That's the White Tower that I've been in, walked around. Sit on that seat. It says Merry Christmas from the Tower of London. Just go around here. We come to where Anne Boleyn got executed. Anne Boleyn met her demise. We're now in the bloody tower. Staircase, 21 steps in total. It's quite narrow.
Why is that? If I'd have known, I wouldn't have come up here.
Now staircase again. Could go further up, okay.
This tower is renamed the Bloody Tower. In 1674, workers discovered 2 skeletons by the White Tower. The king believes these are the princes and buries them at Westminster Abbey. In 1933, medical experts examined the skeletons and found they are the bones of true children. But there is no conclusive evidence these are the princes. We may never know what happened to them. Thank you.